Hello and welcome to Prime News. Now look at the headlines. Government hands over Prudent's expose on Luconia games to Vigilance Department. Sports Minister says government not aware of CAG's strictures on consultant. CAG points out to irregularities in RDA in 2008, misutilization of around 95 lakh rupees, no evidence of utilization of 27 lakh rupees. Government to continue package for mining dependents till March, CM assures fast-track disposal of rape cases. Cricket legend Sachin Tendulkar announces Test retirement. Match against West Indies next month will be Sachin's swan song. And hotels and guest houses to furnish all details of guests to police. Home Minister Parrikar says guidelines to be strictly enforced from December. And now the news in detail. Prudent's expose on Luconia games goof-up has now reached the Vigilance Department. Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar informed this to the State Assembly on Thursday. CAG has already passed strictures against the consultants appointed for the Luconia games. However, Sports Minister claims government was not aware about the fact. Following Prudent's expose, Vijay Sadesai raised the issue in the Assembly during 0 hour.
Apprehension in the minds of all Goans that in the wake of the expose by Prudent media about the gross irregularities and mismanagement in the preparations for Luconia games, the organization of these games appears to be a mega scam in the making. Manipulations in laying down specifications, favoritism shown to particular suppliers, delays in execution of works are all leading to a situation in which the reputation of all honest and upright Goans is at stake.
Opposition chaos निर्माण करता की कॉमनवेल्थ गेमी मध्ये त्यांनी तो ब्लॅकलिस्ट झाला असा हे झाले असा ते झाले असा प्रत्यक्षात तो ब्लॅकलिस्टांक असा हे आमच्या गव्हर्नमेंटाकडे ताजे काहीच उल्लेख ना आयलो ना आणि तोच काँग्रेस गव्हर्नमेंटान त्याच मनशाक अपॉइंट केल्लो आणि तोच आम्ही कॅरी फॉरवर्ड केले
तो फक्त बोवाळ चालला तो एकामेकाच्या प्रोफेशनल रायव्हलरीन म्हाका ऑर्डर मेळूंक जाय काय तुका ऑर्डर मेळूंक जाय हातूंतलो विशय it has been already referred to vigilance is looking into it also.
Sir, a calling attention motion म्हणून घेतिल्ले
स्पीकर सर
कन्वर्ट केला
आम्ही लुसोफेनियाची गेमीची जी टेंडर फ्लोट केले आसा ती टेंडर प्रोसिजर फ्लोट केले आसा दुसरें अत्यंत महत्वाचें की ते एक कंपोजिट वर्क की जवळजवळ 700 वयर आयटम हातून या टेंडरांक आसा आणि तातूंतलो एक वुडन फ्लोर आसा आणि ते म्हणटात पळय न्ही स्पीकर सर की हातून मॅन्युप्युलेशन बाकी सगळ्यो की आमी पेबल वूड जो आसा वुडन फ्लोरिंगाचो की जवळ आमी 3-4 आयटम मेन्शन केले आसा आणि तातूंत त्याच बरोबर इंटरनॅशनल ऑर्गनायझेशनान जे फेडरेशनान जे अप्रूव्ड केल्ले आसा हे सगळे आयटम आमी तातूंत घेतलेले आसा म्हाका दिसता मान्य आमदाराक की बाकीच्यांनी ते टेंडर्स प्रोसेस वाचलेच ना आणि वाचना आसतना खंय तरी एक व्हॉल्यूम धरता आणि सरकाराचे टार्गेट करपाक सोदता म्हाका मान्य आमदारान संपूर्ण ते टेंडर आसा ताचे 3 व्हॉल्यूम आसा 3 व्हॉल्यूम तरी वाचचे आणि ताजे नंतर आमचे एग्जिक्युशन करचे.
Sampurna Gramin Rozgar Yojana funds amounting to rupees 94.74 lakhs spent within a month in 2008 have come under CAG scanner. The funds were used for individual payments instead of wages to labourers. There is no evidence of the utilization of 27 lakh rupees drawn through self-checks for distribution of wages. CAG has pointed out these irregularities in its report.
The DRDA South was the implementing agency of Sampurna Gramin Rozgar Yojana in South Goa. The amount received from centre was deposited by South Goa Zilla Panchayat in a separate account in Corporation Bank, Arle branch opened in October 2002. The total availability of funds at the beginning of March 2008 was 95,18,060 rupees. Audit scrutiny revealed that there were no transactions between December 2004 and February 2008. The South Goa Zilla Panchayat issued 70 checks valuing 94,74,393 in March 2008 for various payments. That means no transaction for almost 4 years. Out of this, 26,11,365 were drawn to transfer funds to a new account. The new account was opened in the same bank with account number 3451 on 31st March 2008. Further, Sampurna Gramin Rozgar Yojana guidelines has a provision that wages shall be paid in cash on a fixed day in a week in the presence of village sarpanch. However, in contravention of the guidelines, 35 checks valuing rupees 65,62,783 were issued to individuals as payments for material supplied, labour charges and others. The remaining 6 checks of 3,245 rupees were drawn for cash disbursement. Audit scrutiny of bank states that during April 2008 to October 2008, 27,03,578 rupees was withdrawn through 24 self-checks. However, no entries for such withdrawals were available in the cash book. As the counterfeit of these checks and vouchers were stated to be not traceable, photocopies of 22 checks from the bank were also not traceable. It was seen that Chief Accounts Officer had signed on back of 17 checks, a peon on 4 checks and one junior engineer on 1, acknowledging receipt of cash on encashment. Though these withdrawals were stated to be for distribution as wages of labours, the South Goa Zilla Panchayat was unable to produce any evidence of distribution of amount as wages and was unable to identify the person who distributed the amount to the workers. Senior reporter Laukik Shilkar, Mahesh Ghadi for Prudent.
Government has decided to continue special package for mining dependents till March. Government will distribute over 68 crores to the mining dependents by Diwali. Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar was speaking while passing supplementary demands of 303 crores in the Assembly. He assured to resolve issue of school timings within a month's time. Parrikar also promised quick disposal of rape cases.
एक लॉ एंड ऑर्डर प्रॉब्लेमच्या संदर्भात रेप केसीसचे फास्ट कोर्टाक दिवचे अशें एक हें केलां आमी. नंबर 1 सोसायटी इज बिकमींग प्रोएक्टीव. सोसायटीन अश्यो गजाली घडल्यो की कंप्लेन करपाची हें जाल्या. पयलीं कशें आशिल्लें 20 वर्सां पैकी चली मनीस लज जातली, समाजान नांव पिड्ड्यार जातलें म्हणून कंप्लेन रजिस्टर करनासले. आतां ह्यो कंप्लेनी रजिस्टर जाता. बापायच्या विरुद्ध सुद्दां कंप्लेनी रजिस्टर जाल्या. मायनिंगची मिजरी खबर असल्यामुळे एक गजाल हांव प्रमोद ना तो पण तरी सुद्दां ताका आश्वासन दिता की तांकां जी आमी स्कीम केल्या तातूंत अंदू एप्लिकेशन्स आयल्या, अजून पर्यंत पास जाल्या, ताजेर 68 कोटी रुपया सँक्शन जाल्या. आउट ऑफ वीच आय थिंक अबाउट 42 crores हॅज बीन ऑलरेडी रिलीज्ड. आणि विथीन नेक्स्ट 1 to 1.5 months द बॅलन्स अमाउंट वील बी रिलीज. सो ऑल 68 crores वील बी पेड. Most of the amount will be paid before Diwali. I am trying to do everything before Diwali. So दिवाळीक तरी ते पैसे हावनी. पण एक ताका हांव आश्वासन दिता की आत्ता एट दी स्टेज 1 वर्स न्हय जाल्यार कमीत कमी मार्च 2014 पर्यंत तरी ती स्कीम आमी दोनूय स्किमी एक्सटेंड करता.
I think you should do it.
दिवाळेच्या दिसांनी मिटींग घेता स्कूल मॅनेजमेंटाची एज्युकेशन डिपार्टमेंटावर आनी वी वील वर्क आउट अ सोल्युशन. पण हांव एक गजाल सांगूं सोदता स्पीकर सर, चार स्टेटी 6.5 वरां शिकयता, 22 स्टेटी 6 वरां शिकयता दिसाक आनी आनीक 3 स्टेटी 5 वरां 20 मिनटां शिकयता आनी गोंय एकूच 5 वरां शिकयताले. सगळ्यांक लास्ट आशिल्लें नंबर ऑफ अवर्स गोंय. नंबर ऑफ डेजूय आमी कमी आहा. ह्या सरकारान डेव्हलपमेंटाक जाय तितले पयशे दिल्ले आसा आनी आतां 303 कोटी मागता म्हणजे 302 कोटी दिवपाक आसा आमचे कडेन. हें लक्षांत दवर. आनी म्हणून सांगता ओपोजिशन करूं नाका. एक वर्सभर थंड चित्तान पळय कितें जाता तें. म्हाका तुका लक्षांत येतलें की गोंयचें कितलेशें बरें जावंक शकता.
Cricket's living legend Sachin Tendulkar will retire from Test cricket after playing his 200th Test next month. Sachin, who has now played a record 198 test matches, is scheduled to play during the home series against West Indies in November. Sachin had made his debut in test cricket against Pakistan in 1989, aged 16 years. A journey that has lasted a record 24 years in the topmost format of cricket is now set to conclude with another milestone of 200 tests.
Tendulkar announced his decision via a BCCI statement, like he had done when he retired from ODIs in December last year. All my life I have had a dream of playing cricket for India. I have been living this dream every day for the last 24 years. It's hard for me to imagine a life without playing cricket because it's all I have ever done since I was 11 years old. It's been a huge honor to have represented my country and played all over the world. I look forward to playing my 200 test match on home soil, as I call it a day. Former cricketers hailed Tendulkar for his mastery over cricket.
Asset to world cricket, and it's sad for the fans and throughout India and the world as well, because you won't be seeing another Sachin, especially because his consistency. Nobody has the consistency as he had, because and the pressure he had from the public and from all of India. The pressure was so high every time he has to go and score. If he does score even less than 50 or 40 runs, that's not enough. For another player, it will be it's a good enough. And for him, every time he goes into the crease, India expect him to get every time 100 runs. So
his commitment to the game, when you play for such a long time, day in, day out, you turn up to cricket matches, high pressure games, and day in, day out you deliver. And I think that's the phenomenal of Sachin Tendulkar, and his temperament has remained the same. He's taken failures in the same manner as his victories and as his successes, and that's why he's been able to play for such a long period of time. It's about how you keep coming back from your failures, and he's done that wonderfully.
Some extraordinary things on a cricket field for what seems like an absolute age. For 20 years or so, he has been absolutely outstanding. He's set new standards, high standards, even higher standards than before.
Prudent salutes the Master Blaster for the wonderful entertainment he has provided to countless cricket lovers all over the world. Bureau Report, Prudent.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.